We are on our way to LAX again. Me and my friend here, Saul, golden retriever, is going to Japan tonight with a couple other dogs. This thing's set up. So God's love. You know, I wish that the church would talk more about how great God is. You know, not just that He loves us, of course, but really how great He is, how wonderful He is, and because I think sometimes it gets lost in a lot of churches that He is so just righteous and so wonderful to us, and forgives us. And I know a lot of times churches, they either go one of kind of two ways. You know, it's never kind of in the middle. It's either you're forgiven by grace, that you live by grace, that you're under the assumption that you're always going to sin because you're a sinner, but you're always forgiven, so don't worry about it. Or the other side is that you're this hellion, that's going to hell no matter what. So you better watch out everything you do, and you better be careful and whatever. And I don't think that either of those is, I think taking those to the extreme is bad. Taking God to the extreme, good thing. Taking something and going off on your own way, definitely a bad thing. It's both. It's definitely both, that God is a wonderful, loving Father to us that cares about us, that it says, His Word says that He wishes that none of us shall perish. He wants all of us to come to Him. He wants all of us to be saved. And I really believe that. I believe that until you breathe your last breath, and maybe even after, I don't know, but that He will try to save you, that He will give you a chance, a choice. And, I'm not saying you wait until that last breath. That's probably not a great idea. But, His mercy is definitely there. But then on the flip side, you should try to live a good life. You should try to help people. You should love yourself to a point. You should love God. Definitely love God. One of His greatest things, commandments, really the commandment. I mean, it's to love yourself as love your neighbor as you love yourself. I mean, everything about God points back to love. It's amazing to me that I used to think that the Bible was so complicated, and the Bible says that it's not complicated. Actually, it says that God is not a confusing God, and it's really not. The last, I would say, couple months, I got into this just thing about God and His love and wanting to understand how much He loves us. And I mean, I don't think we'll ever really understand until we get to heaven, but I can tell you it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and I wish more people would know that. I wish they would know that He can give them that love and that peace that only He can bring. It's sad to me that that people don't want to know God, because there really is no disadvantage. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see a disadvantage. And I'm not saying that just because I'm in, if your life is on the rocks, then yeah, God's great, but if your life is great, then you don't need God. That's not true at all, and it's not. I mean, you need God all the time, and the good parts in your life, whether you realize it or not, He's there. He's there for you. He's waiting on you, and I think He wishes more people would, realize that. But anyways, going back to, His love, and, pretty much the opposite of love when I think about it is evil or fear. And, fear plays a big part in a lot of people's lives, I think. The devil, that's one of his, top 5 tools, I would say, is fear. Pride and fear up there, probably top 2. And, he uses fear to steer people in their lives. Okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to go this way. And I don't mean you don't walk out in the middle of the street because, you're fearful that you'll get hit by a car. That's not what I mean. That's not the same kind of fear. That's being smart, being cautious, which is different. Fear is, that person over there looks like they're hurting. I know if I went and prayed for them, I think it could help. I'm pretty sure it could help, but oh gosh, what if? What if they say no? What if they are not a Christian? What if they shout at me and tell me to get away from them? That's fear. That's fear that the devil puts in you not to do something, which is just total crap. It really is. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, look, the devil cannot kill you. He cannot. He has not been given that authority, and you have to realize that. I don't mean that you walk out into traffic, like I said, and God's going to pick you up and save you from hit by a car, but you're not scared of the devil. Don't be scared of the devil. Know He's there. Know He's real. Know that He likes to get in your life and play around, and when He can't do anything in your life, He's going to go to somebody that you know to use them against you, because that's how it works. You might have shut all these doors. You might have bound fear. Matthew 16:18 talks about binding and loosing, and you can bind fear in the name of Jesus Christ. I bind fear. and I lose faith, I lose trust into myself. That's what it means. And you might have done all this, and you might have done generational curse breaking, you might have done all of these things that you needed to do to close all these doors in your life. Canceled out habitual sins and learned to control impulses that, and I don't mean like you're going around killing people and you stop killing. I just mean simple things that, shouldn't kill people either, but habitual sins like I don't know, watching bad TV, like watching like horror movies and stuff, because I'm sorry, those things are not good. But if you cancel little stuff out of your life, you got it under control, and so he figures, well, crap, I don't have any doors to get into her or him, so I'm going to go over here to her child, to her adult child, or her sister, or even her parents, because they're not saved, or maybe they're saved, but they're not really walking with Christ and with God, and maybe they're not spirit-filled, and they're not listening to God, or not obedient, so he gets into them, he does something to them, and that's how he gets to you, oh, well, now I'm scared for them, I'm not scared for myself, and that's a lot harder to overcome. But it is with me anyways, because I rarely am worried about myself. For some reason, I've always had the knowledge, even before I was saved, that God would always take care of me. But it's other people I tend to worry about. Oh my gosh, what can I do to solve their problems? What can I do to solve their problems? How can I save them? How can I do this? Well, I can't do anything. Angelina can't do anything. I can only do things through Christ. And Christ, I can allow Christ to use me to help those people, and that's what I want to do now, instead of trying to fix everything myself, because he can do a heck of a lot better job fixing anybody's problems than I will ever be able to do on this earth. But you got to learn how to bind and loose things. You got to learn how to, especially fear. Fear is the number one thing, And I feel scared. I can feel it in my chest. My chest hurts. My stomach's in knots. I feel scared. Well, it doesn't matter. Just don't let it come out of your mouth. Don't let it come out of your mouth. Only let faith come out of your mouth. And to do that, you got to know the Word of God. I certainly don't know enough of it, but I know some. I know enough to kind of get me by right now until I learn more. And I want to learn more. I try to listen to God when He tells me to learn a verse, because that's definitely important. But as far as fear goes, God did not give you a spirit of fear. He gave you a spirit of love. He gave you love, power, and a sound mind, and that's a good one. That's a good one to kind of say out loud when you get scared. There's a lot of them about, God tells us a ton, I think 365 times in the King James Version, I believe, 365 times He tells us not, fear not. It's some version of fear not. And, He didn't just say it once. He said it a lot, because He knew that the devil was going to use that. And I'm sorry, if you're going to believe in God, if you're going to believe in His miracles, that He created this world, that He sent Jesus, if you're going to believe in all these things, then sorry, but the devil's real too. I wish he wasn't, but he is. And you need to realize he is. So next time somebody does something to you and it makes you mad, instead of getting mad at that person, you need to get mad at the devil. And I'm not saying that the devil took over their mind and made them do it and they have no accountability. I'm not saying that at all, okay? But the devil was the influence behind it, and the devil's the one you need to be praying against. That's why you pray for your enemies, but you pray against the devil. You don't pray for the devil. You don't, okay? He had his chance. He made a willing decision, to go against God, to try to overthrow God, and obviously it didn't work, because in the end he didn't win, and he won't win in this world. And Revelations, it says that it's only going to take one angel, I think it's Michael, it says, maybe, that's going to come down and he's going to throw the devil into the lake of fire. And I like to remind him of that, when he's really giving me bad thoughts, because that's what the devil does. The devil's not, he could come face to face with you, I guess, if he really wanted to, but he doesn't really do that, I wouldn't assume, with a lot of people, because that would give them proof, and honestly, if he did that, I would think that would not only hurt his case. But he gives you those thoughts, and 2 Corinthians 10:3-5, it says that you've got to take those thoughts captive, and that's what it's talking about. It's his thoughts. The devil puts these terrible negative images into your head, fear, the thought of being afraid, into your head, and you've got to take that captive, bring everything into the captivity, bringing into captivity every thought against the obedience of Christ. And the obedience of Christ, take for instance fear. I bring fear into the obedience of Christ. Well, Christ said not to fear. God said not to fear. God said I don't have a spirit of fear, so I'm not scared. So that's my advice on the whole fear thing. I know, I guess more about fear and less about love on that one, but yeah, that's it.